When humanity finally made first contact, it wasn't with wise-robed philosophers or little green men. It was with something that looked suspiciously like a fluffy, 8-legged space kitten. We found it on Proxima Centauri b, a lone creature whimpering in the shadow of a crystalline forest. We named it Nibbles. That was our first mistake. Back on the starship Hope's horizon, Nibbles was an instant celebrity. It had huge, soulful eyes, a purr that rumbled through the deck plates, and a coat as soft as spun starlight. It loved belly rubs and would chase laser pointers for hours. We posted vids, of course. #AlienCat, #SpaceFluff. The internet back on Earth went wild. Adopt, don't shop, the comments screamed. Even for interstellar pets, everyone wanted a Nibbles of their own. The first clue that something was off was feeding time. Standard protein packs. Nibbles turned up its cute little nose. Nutrient paste. Ignored. Then, one day, a maintenance drone malfunctioned, its metal arm sparking in worry. Nibbles' head snapped around. Before anyone could react, there was a blur of fur and legs, a crunch of metal. And Nibbles was contentedly licking its paws. The drone's manipulator arm gone. We were stunned. But, humans? We rationalized. It's just playing. It needs more stimulating toys. So we gave it titanium chew toys. It shredded them in seconds. We tried to study its biology more closely, but any attempt to get a blood sample resulted in snapped medical equipment and terrified scientists. Nibbles was strong, unbelievably strong. The second clue was a linguistic specialist, analyzing the sound frequencies, realized it wasn't a purr at all. It was a low-frequency territorial broadcast, a warning. The cute little chirps it made. They were echolocating clicks, mapping the ship's interior, identifying every crew member, every potential threat, and every potential meal. The turning point came when we translated the glyphs from the crystalline forest where we found it. They weren't poetry. They were a warning, a quarantine notice left by a long-vanished civilization. The text was chilling. It described a creature they called the Gloom Stalker, a solitary apex predator that mimics the young of other species. It integrates itself, learns their weaknesses, and then, once it reaches maturity, it hunts. The cute fluffy infant stage was a camouflage. A biological Trojan horse. We weren't its rescuers. We were its next scheduled meal. Panic set in. How do you deal with a super predator that everyone thinks is an adorable pet? We couldn't just jettison it. The public outcry would be immense. #SaveNibbles was already trending. So, we did the only thing we could. We built the galaxy's most elaborate, high-security, and frankly, ridiculously expensive catio. We called it a biocontainment habitat. We told the public it was to give Nibbles more room to play. The habitat was made of reinforced starship hull plating, surrounded by energy fields, and filled with robotic prey and asteroid-sized scratching posts. Nibbles now lives in its custom-built fortress, happily hunting down demolition drones and sharpening its claws on tungsten pillars. From a safe distance, we study it. We've learned that its fur is actually a series of razor-sharp monofilament quills that can deploy at will. Its soulful eyes can see in 4 dimensions, and its purr can actually destabilize molecular bonds at close range. So, yes, humanity made first contact, and we immediately tried to pet the single most dangerous creature we've ever encountered. Now, we're basically the galactic equivalent of that person who keeps a tiger in their apartment, insisting it's just a big kitty. We send regular updates to Earth, showing Nibbles playing. Humanity still loves it, completely unaware that our first interstellar friend isn't a pet. It's a predator, patiently waiting, and we're just the schmucks who built it the perfect hunting ground. Thanks for watching, and maybe think twice before adopting strange, alien life. Hit that subscribe button for more tallies of our cosmic blunders.